Salutations everyone, welcome to my recap and analysis for Super Smash Con 2017, where Nairo came back and defended his title, coming all the way through loser's side of polls to defeat Zero in Grand Finals 3-2, 3-2, because we just can't get enough Game 10 Grand Finals. So this was a weird tournament. I mean, take a look at the people that didn't make it anywhere near top 18. We have Abadongo, Captain Zack, Ally, and Larry Lurr getting 33rd, Komori Kiri getting 17th, Shoyo James getting 7th. Wait a minute, who's Shoyo James? Waddy gets 5th? Zero loses his 4th tournament in a row? What is this? So your top 8 was Nairo on top with the Zero Suit boost kicking his way to victory over Zero. So Zero, well, once again without a victory in this new season. And then we have Leo in 3rd, repping mostly Cloud. He tried to bring the Marth back, and Corrin in the earlier sets as well. And then we have Mr.R there with the Sheik and tried out the Cloud again. And then in 5th place we have Mistake, and he is going to be a guy that we're going to be seeing in top 8 a lot more as he makes his way through his 3rd tournament in a row. And then Wadi, your Xanadu native with the Mewtwo in 5th place as well, his highest finish of a major tournament. And rounding out top 8, we have Salem with the Bayo and Shoyo James, a Diddy Kong main, who also has a Luigi. So let's look at the tail of the tape for top 8, starting off with Shoyo James versus Nairo. So Shoyo James is a Diddy Kong player and one of 3 Diddy Kongs in top 9. First time we've seen that many Diddies in years finish this high altogether. So James came all the way through losers, eliminating MVD, Dark Shad, and Dyer, so taking out 2 Diddies on his way here. Nairo also coming all the way through losers, being sent there by Rede, the Pikachu player. Then he went on to eliminate Komori Kiri, Tweak, and Void. Game 1 Battlefield, and Nairo, of course, no stranger to top level Diddies, but Shoyo James' punish game was on point to take out Nairo. Nairo, especially in this volatile matchup against Diddy, will live and die by the grab, and Shoyo James said that he gets to die in Game 1, and competitive in Game 2 as well, but Nairo started to bring it back. More juggles out here, and with more room to play around in Game 2, more space Nairo can afford to run away, and the landing options for James were more limited, trying to catch that side B. Tied up 1 apiece, and we run it back to Smashville, and Nairo steams roll his way to a 2-1 lead with a perfect up air string to boost kick right off the bat, and is afforded the time and space to play around James and throw out any option he wanted with such a huge lead, and takes Game 3 easily. Game 4 starts out strong for James and big percent lead before Nairo gets the down smash and the boost kick that Shoyo James did not get out of. And often when we see a big swing on the first stock, the second stock can basically be dead to rights as well, and Nairo takes care of business, only taking a little bit of chip damage, and another 2 stock for the 3-1. Then we have Mistake versus Salem. So here is the lady of the moment, a Bayonetta ditto, with the Evo and DreamHack Atlanta champion Salem versus the up-and-coming Bayonetta that we saw make his mark first at Evo, and now continuing to make his mark here at SmashCon. Sent to losers by Wadi and eliminating Fallen. Salem was sent to losers by Zero in that Evo rematch 3-1 and eliminated 6WX in losers. Mistake, in contrast to the other Bayos, at least in this matchup, uses Witch Time like he's on Wi-Fi. Mistake looking like Cyndi Lauper out here. It's time after time, a Witch Time, and it's getting damage, and at the end he's taken the 2nd stock to take Game 1 with that Witch Time. More smash attacks than we may be accustomed to here in this matchup, but I'm not familiar with the mirror match here, so I don't know how it should be played. Mistake whiffs an F smash in Game 2. Salem shows him how it really should be done to take that first stock lead. Mistake answers back quickly with a Witch Twist afterburner to Witch Twist up air. Down in percent, Mistake gets another witch time and is afforded more than enough time to get the 16 to death on caught landings to continue the string, and Salem is taken right off the top. Game 3, Smashville, Salem looking to stay alive and gets off to another good lead, and more witch times from Mistake, including one that evens up the stocks, timing Salem at the ledge and getting the double back air for the no tech zone. And the match ends the way it had been going, Mistake getting more aerial combos and finishing off Salem with the 3-0. Next up on winner's side, we have MKLeo versus Wadi. Leo showing a lot more Corrin the last couple of tournaments and won his pool against Komorikiri 3-2, then sent Salem to losers as well. Wadi was the man sending the other Bayonettas to losers, 2-0 against Captain Zack, and 3-0'd Mistake to send him to losers. However, this is a Cloud and one of the best, obviously. Very one-sided this match from the beginning. Leo was controlling space so well, always dangerous for Mewtwo to do anything, let alone against a disjoint like Cloud's. Wadi doing a decent job at stalling until he could get back to the stage, but on the second attempt has no jump and Wadi falls and Leo takes the 2 stock. Game 2 Smashville, and Wadi looks much more comfortable, making landing a bad situation for Cloud, but Leo being the way he is, and if Cloud can just land against Mewtwo, the advantage immediately goes to Cloud and Leo takes the lead. Down big and with rage, Wadi gets the up throw to take a stock, but Leo made sure the second stock wasn't as close as the first. Game 3, we run it back and Leo takes care of things quickly. He can wait and exploit Mewtwo's frame data and Cloud's strength to make the best of things and taking the back air for the lead. Wadi does land an impressive disable to up smash, but Leo comes back, gets limit, lets it rip for the 3-0. And on the other side of winners, we have Mr.R versus Zero. Mr.R sending Dire to losers with his Sheik 3-2, and Zero sending Void to losers 3-2. So Mr.R's Sheik beat a Diddy Kong in a close match, but Zero just beat the other top 2 Sheik with his Diddy in a close match. So Mr.R elects to go with Cloud here after doing so well with his Cloud last time around at Royal Flush, and with Tweak beating Zero in Grand Finals at Lower Tier City. Zero, however, is still the best against Clouds, in my opinion, with his ability to put Cloud in the worst possible situations with the fairs, the dare spikes on the climb hazard, and the down smashes at the ledge, and Zero takes a convincing game 1. So, game 2, Mr.R goes to the Sheik on Sheikville. Zero takes the first stock pretty early, but Mr.R brings it back with a roll read on the forward smash, killing as soon as that move can, really, and with only 25% on his second stock. But Zero comes back hard and gets the lead over 100%. Mr.R decides to go ham in 4th gear, not slowing down, even throwing out a burst grenade that Zero misses the punish on, and Mr.R gets another grab and the bouncing fish for a huge comeback and evening up the set. Game 3 Battlefield, Diddy can do much more with the banana here and can make things dangerous, but Mr.R starts off almost as strong as his second stock in game 2, going deep to get the edge guard, naring Zero out of the barrels, but Zero makes it back, and at about even percents, Mr.R gets another forward smash of Sheiks to kill because apparently he sacrificed 2 goats before getting into top 8. Zero gets the up smash to even it up, and Mr.R does a good job at taking the lead back with the combos, and he converted his opportunities. Mr.R doing a great job at taking the banana at the ledge, and Zero didn't get the punish, or at least covering the ledge options like we're used to. But again, Zero is punished on another banana pull. Zero not adapting to Mr.R's constant pressure, not able to slow things down like we've seen him do before, and the mistakes added up. Mr.R gets another bouncing fish and takes the 2-1 lead in the set. Game 4, we running it back, Mr.R continuing the chase down of Zero across the stage, and Zero wasn't quite able to shut it down, and Mr.R connects the F tilt to the up air for the first stock. Zero gets another down tilt to up smash, but Mr.R comes right back fast and furious. Zero going for more grabs here and grounded monkey flips to throw in a quick move to mix in with his rolls, but Mr.R doesn't let much come out of it. Still with the lead, Mr.R shuts down the banana, gets the needles and bouncing fishes the get up that was maybe 2% if that away from finishing the set, but Zero comes back and makes it count. Mr.R getting those needles out for the knockback, trying to bait out something out of Zero in the footsie game, and shielded the up tilt that for Diddy is safe on shield, and Mr.R whiffs the grab out of the shield. Zero gets the down tilt to back air at max rage for the comeback victory. So after all that, Mr.R has to try again and runs it back to Battlefield. Zero off to a suffocating start this time, giving Mr.R too many things to worry about, gets caught by the up tilt, and Zero is up big again. Mr.R taking forever on Zero's first stock, nothing is killing at that percent, and his percent is adding up. Another Diddy up tilt, and it's over. Zero wins it 3-2. Then we have Nairo versus Wadi, ZSS versus Mewtwo, both players kind of throwing everything at each other, but it's Wadi that gets off to the lead. Running on those home crowd fumes, getting the percent lead, gets boost kicked, but a little early for that with the DI, and Waddy covers the landing with the Shadow Ball to take the first stock. In this matchup for Mewtwo, he can stuff out a lot of Zero Suit's approaches, charge a lot of Shadow Ball, grab the landings, and has huge punishes off of whiffed grabs coming from ZSS. So if Waddy can stay with Zero Suit in the air and not allow the grabs on the ground, his damage will add up and a kill opportunity will eventually present itself. But you will die with as little as one mistake because Mewtwo weighs less than Samus's ponytail. Waddy put on 72% extra credit and Nairo isn't landing at all. Waddy takes game 1 convincingly. And if that wasn't enough, game 2 on Dreamland crushes Nairo's dreams of living longer than 12 seconds as Waddy gets the dare to kill at 47% for a huge lead, and on the respawn laps him in percent as well to make things even more dire for Nairo. Waddy then offstage reflects the paralyzer and then up smashes Nairo for the 64-second 2-stock and the 2-0 lead on the returning champ. Game 3 with some shades of game 1, with both players just throwing out everything just short of killing, and whiffs from both translate to Nairo taking the first stock this time round. Waddy comes back with the Shadow Ball like in game 1 as well, but Nairo has the lead and Waddy has to play catch up. More Mewtwo stalling before coming back, and he does, but Nairo down smashes to forward smash on the normal getup, and Nairo lives on. Game 3, Nairo really turns the aggression on. While he has a big lead, Waddy keeps finding his way back, and Nairo is only getting straight hits, having gone deep for an early kill, but eventually gets the up tilt for the first stock. Waddy answers back with the up throw, and Nairo again has the answer for Waddy at the ledge and is called out with the down smash to F smash. We saw Waddy throwing out a lot of confusions and air dodges throughout the set and was starting to catch up with him. And when Nairo got Waddy to the ledge and kept finding those down smashes, Nairo gets the real quick boost kick at 57 for a huge lead, and it was all over from there. Another down smash at the ledge again to the flip kick to finish things off. Nairo takes out the hometown hero because he has a title to defend. So here we are in winners finals. We have Zero versus MKLeo. Leo hasn't come close to beating Zero since he beat him at Zero Saga with the Marth, and we haven't seen much Marth from Leo against Zero or anyone else recently. Mostly Cloud. We saw the Meta Knight against Ken a couple of times, and Corrin is coming out in a lot more matchups. Almost no Marth, and according to Zero, Leo doesn't use Marth anymore because of him. Nonetheless, nothing else has worked, and MKLeo is going Marth here to start off game 1, and Marth starts going to work. Offstage, Leo scares Zero into an SD on the recovery for the first stock, but cleans things up with an F smash. On the second stock, Leo racks up the damage and keeping Zero at the ledge, which is where he needs him, a place that Zero is used to trapping people himself, but Leo gets it done, and the tipper upward dancing blade finisher takes game 1. So good looks coming out of Leo's Marth, doing what we saw him do when he beat Zero, making things difficult for the Diddy to come back and re-establish neutral and putting on a lot of damage, but Zero brings it back solely with the use of Banana. Leo kept trying to take Banana right off the pole and then had to get down, and Zero would not let him. The threat of Banana and Leo trying to intercept ending up being Leo's demise in game 2, losing in the 2 stock when Zero makes the adjustment by just solely figuring out Leo keeps going for Banana and basically used Leo's aggression trying to intercept Banana to establish stage presence instead of using the Banana itself, while still at times getting the Banana and then the smash attacks out of those trips. Game 3, Lilat, good move as to possibly get the Banana on the platforms, a lot of tipper ranges on the fairs, especially on landings, and catching many more of those monkey flips, establishing space with the sword disjoint. But all Zero needs to do is get Leo off stage and they get Banana trap on deck. And Leo again picking it up is punished, this time with the back air, and Zero takes the first stock. Leo starts to bring it back, but Zero finds the opportunities to bait out more options from Leo with the use of Banana and maintains victorious in game 3. Game 4 is more of the same, with Zero getting Banana at the ledge and Leo grabbing it. On the re-grab, Zero takes advantage and a lot of damage. So when Leo, he would try to get off ledge, take Banana, throw it back, he would land back on the ledge, on the re-grab, no invulnerability, Zero takes advantage. Time and time again, the ledge option select wasn't right for Leo, and Zero had the answers, and Leo had the SD. Zero takes another one off the young number 2 with the 3-1. Then next in loser semis, we have Mr.R versus Nairo. Game 1 Smashville, not a dominant performance by Nairo, but the pokes and the prods by Nairo interrupted Mr.R from getting anything going. No strings of attacks for Mr.R as Nairo, even with the misses, did not put himself in a situation to be punished hard, and Nairo takes it with the 2 stock. Game 2 FD and Mr.R gets something baking in the kitchen, playing the ledge very well and getting a percent lead, but unable to take advantage of his percent advantage for a while, needing to be very careful of the rage of any character really against Sheik, but does take the lead. After Nairo takes Mr.R's first stock, Mr.R comes right back at keeping Nairo at the ledge, where Nairo accidentally stage techs a Sheik down tilt, thinking he would be sent flying, already inputting the tether to grab the ledge, and after teching was facing the wrong way and was below the stage for an unfortunate error coming out of Nairo. Next we go to Town and City, and Nairo's going to show Mr.R just how low that ceiling is real quick with the boost kick. Nairo had Sheik above him or off stage the entire time for a 68-second 2 stock. Going to Smashville, and Mr.R started out doing what he did in game 2 at the ledge, but Nairo on the counterattack just needed an up air to open up the game. Took over the air game, boost kicking off the first stock, and Mr.R's next flight above Smashville, Nairo reads the Sky Maul and the air dodge by flip kicking Mr.R right out of the tournament 3-1. And that brings us to losers finals, Nairo versus MKLeo, and Leo starts off with the Cloud. Game 1 was a boxing match, trading blow for blow after Leo puts on a huge percent lead without getting touched. But then Nairo closes the gap on some really good punishes of his own. Leo gets the up air out of shield for the first stock, and Nairo answers right back with the down throw to RAR back air, and it's 0% to 0%, 1 stock apiece. Leo gets off to a lead again, but a small one, and Nairo gets Leo off stage. Leo again stalling with the blade beam as he did before, but Nairo smart enough to go under it, tether, and then back air, as Cloud really has no option but to die there with his poor recovery in that situation, and Nairo takes game 1. Leo brings it back to FD and brings the finishing touch, looking like M2K on the weak dare into that limit. But this is a post patch and Nairo is living, taking just 1% of damage instead of dying. But Leo is not done trying, as Nairo trying to bring it back on a hard read boost kick, but no cigar here, and Leo puts the finishing touches on game 2. Game 3 and Nairo goes to the most dangerous secondary out there, his Bowser. The Bowser has paid off so many times against the best of almost all of them with those grabs, but Nairo doesn't need them to take Cloud's first stock because Bowser can play the ledge against Cloud, and after the jump is exhausted, fares him off after the down tilt. Coming right back, and Leo can't make anything of the limit this time, and we know Bowser has the hard time landing, but Nairo reversed things on him here, and Cloud could not land, and then Nairo baits out the air dodge on the up throw and up smashes Leo, so he's not landing at all from that, and Nairo takes the 2 stock and all the momentum in the world here on the counter pick. MKLeo doesn't switch and brings it to battlefield, looking to shark from those platforms, make landing even tougher for Bowser, but the command grab can always create platform dominance, and that's what Bowser has going for him as well. Able to get more damage on Leo, is able to take the first stock, but Bowser hits back harder than anyone else could hit him. Nairo catching another air dodge on the top platform with the Bowser bomb like the mad king that Nairo is. Leo comes back, puts the damage back on, but all it does is make Bowser mad, and with that rage, you're just 3 grabs away from victory. And what do you know, that's exactly what transpired, and this time Nairo goes for the up air after the up throw to seal the deal on the 3-1 victory. One of these players is number 2 in the world, but it might not be Leo. So here we are in Grand Finals, Nairo versus Zero. And if you thought that there's one man that hasn't been bested by the King Koopa, that is Zero, and Nairo looking to rectify that here against the Diddy on Battlefield. Now, 2 things about this matchup that spell a different story than what we've seen Bowser do to others. Diddy has the traps on Bowser at the ledge, and Bowser without great options to counteract that, and Diddy is very hard to grab, especially when he's looking to specifically avoid it. Bowser may have the tough guy, but no character is too tough for Diddy and for Zero, as the best gets the JV2. So Bowser is seemingly retired after that game, and Zero Suit Samus is out here, and Zero makes a bad trade coming back down to the stage with the dare and then gets boost kicked in return. My man gave away the Charizard for a 2nd edition Ekans right there. It was a very poor trade. Nairo did not surrender the air after that. He has all the hotels on the properties in the air, and Zero off stage, down smashing the get up to the F smash, and it's a 2 stock for Nairo. So then we go to Lilat, and guess what? There's plenty of vertical space up in space, and Nairo owns all that property up there too, with the boost kick right off the top. Nairo not dropping anything, and the pressure was potent and fearless. No big misses, and a little luck as well, but the landings were key in maintaining control of the moment until Nairo's 2nd stock, where 2 big whiffs end up costing him. Zero once again just being aggressive enough to get ZSS 2 kill percent, and needing a big opening is Nairo to finish things off. Without a back air coming out, Zero decides to go in and makes it work the way only he does. Game 4 starting off in opposite fashion with Zero up big and Nairo bringing it back, and Zero hits the up air maybe 1% away from taking the tournament right there, and right after that is frames away from the up smash sealing it out, but Nairo says he won't make that mistake and gets the grounded boost kick to force game 5. The big difference here in this particular matchup was the grabs coming out of Nairo. When he gets them often, he probably beats Zero, as he has done before. One miss, however, at the wrong percent, and that could be curtains. But with the platforms, the juggles off of down throw can finish with the fashionable rocket high heel. And the callouts on Zero's approaches with the boost kick as well, a high number of times netting kills just a bit earlier than usual, and those earlier percents cause Nairo the opportunity to get the extra credit at least some of the time, but at the least take the momentum and a small percent lead. Grab after grab, the lead builds, and Zero at kill percent. Nairo not there yet, as he has the window of opportunity to go in without losing much if he misses, and Nairo capitalizes to reset the bracket 3-2. Set 2, game 1, you know what happened. Nairo nailing his grabs, getting the boost kick after the weight on the down throw, killing Diddy under 100%, which is more rare than a Jigglypuff main in this game. The extra credit is there. Again, Nairo works quickly to maximize off of the work he's already put in on another grab, down throw to boost kick, no DI, and it's like Nairo knew somehow that Zero wasn't going to DI that. When you're on fire this much, sometimes these moments when you're really feeling yourself can make something seemingly random look like a hard read to bodied. Speaking of getting bodied, there is a game 2, and it's Lilat, and Nairo takes yet another early kill with the up air boost kick ladder, killing at 61%, but Zero does not allow extra credit, and Nairo is gonna have to work harder this time for the second stock. That's the money stock, and Zero has no uphill battle here this time and clutches out the comeback on the banana to down tilt to forward smash on the right side. Nairo looking for the same stuff in game 2, but Zero up too high for the boost kick to finish and air dodging the trade, coming back down this time. But Nairo still has the back air if Zero is coming back, or the fair if Zero is holding shield on platform, looking to either shield poke or at least add a little bit of pressure. Again, Nairo gets another boost kick setup, but misses the full kick. But ZSS got legs for days, and she can kick with the best of them. Nairo not dropping 3 boost kicks in a row as he takes the 2-1 lead. Zero down and back against the wall. Turns on the jets, and for the first time since the Bowser matchup, controlled the air game. Stuck the landing with the up tilt, and on a whiffed ZSS grab, gets up smashed because we need another Game 10 Grand Finals. So Nairo takes it to Battlefield, home of the up air ladders, and Nairo is going to live and die by the grab, and live he does with the center stage down throw to 6 consecutive up airs and another boost kick, killing at 61%. Zero respawns, but Nairo says, no, you going right back where you belong. 2 more boost kicks, the most dominant game out of the entire match, the 2 stock, the back-to-back Super Smash Con titles, and against Zero, all the way from loser side of pools. Who is this man, and who wrote this script?